So from my team's point of view, we were responsible for iPads and charging stations and sometimes the laptops and printers going out to these sites as well. And that was another kind of overnight thing where the NSS that provided, was it 400 or 500 iPads?
Yeah.
And we had to get them configured and onto wireless, and did the site have wireless? Did we have to provide wireless? So we configured the iPads with the application, we put in wireless in sites we didn't have it, or we had to put iPad charging stations in, and that allowed the clinics to actually work, because then we could get the patient's information. In the end, it wasn't easy, but the thing I think we done best is the public didn't see this panic, There was this constant stream of people come in and get jagged, and we made it work, that was the beauty of it. Everybody made it work, and it was a massive team effort,
So in December 2020, we were asked to go on a webinar that was hosted by NES to learn this new system that was coming in to support the vaccination service. So myself and some of the training team went on that, because we were then advised only to sort of train the staff that are going to be using it. So we had to quickly learn that. We then had to set all the staff up with access. So we were doing the kind of system admin behind the scenes, setting the clinics up on the TURAS system. And also we had to then, as Lyle said, go out and support the staff in using it. So I remember at the first clinic, people were coming up and saying, what did we have that? And it's just getting in, it's the first time you're using it, it's the first time that you're seeing it in use, and you're thinking, all right, there was a bit of a panic set in, but I think we all got there that day, because I think we all kind of, as Lyle said, it was teamwork, definitely.
You had to look like an expert in the system that you were learning, so that people had the confidence that you knew what you were doing, And I think we're behind the scenes people, and we finally had our chance. We'd have sort of been on the front, at the front of the stage kind of thing, and it was exciting to help people. It's that job satisfaction that doctors and nurses and people at the front line must get as well.
In January and February, there was lots of pop-up clinics put on in different areas. Our role was to go and be at the centres, check in, make sure all the staff had access to the system, make sure the iPads were working ready for the day ahead. So there was a wee bit of pressure on us at that point, I think, just to make sure that everything was running smoothly for the clinic. And then in March 2021, they opened the 2 super sites. So there was a bit of work to establish them, and the IT and your guys obviously were out making sure that they had enough iPads. Because part of the flu programme the year before the COVID vaccination, we had established a small contact centre that dealt with inquiries. But as the COVID vaccination programme took off, we realised that we had to upscale that. So our contact centre is currently led by Alison, and she has 8 staff that deal with inquiries from local citizens. When we went to the super sites, we quickly realised that they needed a dedicated on-call service. So we put out to the team, Lyle's team and my team, to see if anyone was willing to come forward. So we got a good interest from the staff, and we quickly set up an on-call service with 9 staff members covering that, just so that there was out of hours support from our business as usual, our normal business as usual, because the sites were opened from 8 till 8 and then at the weekend as well. So that then provided dedicated IT support. So we were dealing with inquiries, maybe about the TURAS system, maybe staff hadn't got logins, iPads, laptops. So it was just so that we had a support system for the service just to dial into.
When it came to COVID, because the time frames were that tight, there's no, you done what you needed to do. Everybody was going in the same direction, and ultimately I think we were successful. Not just my department and my team and your team, but I think as an organisation, I think we've done pretty well.